Hello and welcome to this video about how to use Britannica LaunchPacks for assessment. Britannica LaunchPacks is not only a great place to collate reliable and trustworthy content, all of which is aligned to the GCSE curriculums for history and geography, but it can also be used to maintain frequent communications with students, educators, and most importantly, for the purposes of today's video, for assessment. This is whether you're working from home, in the classroom, or even a blend of the two. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to give you a quick overview of how to use the personalised area to create virtual classrooms and collate schemes of work. So this is my personalised teaching area up here. If I wanted to sign out of this one and create another one, all you have to do as an educator is select create an account and input your username, a password and your email address. So I'm going to click into my classes. And you can see that I actually already have a history and a geography class set up with some students, and there are some activities in there. So that's going to make a little bit more sense later on. So for now, we're going to create a new class. We're going to call it, Geography 2, and we're going to leave it a lovely little picture there. So you can also give descriptions, perhaps what periods they actually have the lessons with you, things like that, anything that you think will be useful, and press submit. So you can now see that I have two ways to share this class with my students. I can invite them using a code, a direct link, or I can actually email this invite directly to students. So going up here back into my personalised teaching area, I'm also now going to show you where you find your launch packs. So I've clicked into my launch packs and here I can see any of my favorited schemes of work that I've come across on this resource, perhaps that I want to use next term or next year or share with a colleague. And then also any customized packs, so packs that I have made changes to, maybe packs that I'm kind of actively using at the moment, and also any annotated individual articles as well. So anything that I've engaged with, basically. So next, I'm going to show you kind of where you find the content and kind of how you search for your specific topics within LaunchPacks. So everything on this platform is aligned to the GCSE history and geography curriculums, the GCSEs. It is also being created by teachers for teachers. So this is actually a collaboration resource from Britannica using our depth and breadth of knowledge with a multi-academy trust called the Shireland Collegiate Academy. So some of the resources in here that you'll see have actually been tweaked and edited by teachers to make it as easy for you as completely possible. So if I filter by category, you might start to recognise some of these history and geography GCSE modules. And I'm actually going to select ecosystems. So these are all of the schemes of work that fit that module in the curriculum. I'm going to select coral reefs. And in this, I'm going to show you how to customise the content, share it with your class, set tasks, and actually monitor the progress of the students as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is give you a little tour of the scheme of work itself, the pack. And I'm going to click straight into the student activities because this is where you'll start to see some of the assessment that we have available within the pack. But you will notice that obviously there is a lot of multimedia content in there and there's actually some other teaching resources for you as well. So definitely have a explore of those if you get the opportunity. So this student activity pack provides both summative and formative assessment to suit a range of both teaching and learning styles. So you can see here it's directly relevant to the pack that we're in. We're in the pack of coral reefs. So each of these student activities are directly related to this scheme of work. So these are our range of formative assessments for this topic. And at the end, we have our learning checkpoints, and these provide our summative assessments as well. So you can see how we can use these to actually monitor how our class are kind of comprehending the information they've taken in and actually start to prepare them for their end of module presentations. Perfect. So I'm just going to click out of that. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to customize this actual pack. So of course, we want to provide you with all of the information you would need if you were to teach this scheme of work. But at the same time, we understand that you, as educators of your own classrooms, need the freedom to customize, edit, and make this as kind of the optimal relevance for your class. So you have the option here to remove any notes that Britannica have made, to add your own, not only to the whole pack, but also to any individual pieces of content. So you can actually give little instructions in those areas there. You can also upload your own documents. So by clicking on this resource here, this add a document, I can select a file. As long as it's any of these type of file forms, I can add worksheets, I can add presentations, whatever my class need. I can also add external links should there be anything else on the web that I want to relate this to, perhaps maybe some cross-curricular links to news articles, YouTube videos, any of that. And we also have graphic organizers in here. So these are flexible templates which engage both higher order thinking skills, numeracy and literacy. So they are blank templates. They'll be relevant to any of the resources. And if I preview them, here we go. You can see how the students could just fill them in and teachers can use them really, really flexibly. Excellent. Oh, and the last one down here as well, we do link to Kahoot quiz. So that's really, really important as another strategy to assess your students as well. So the next thing I'm going to show you is the activity section. So now that you've customized that pack and you've made it your own, you can actually set some activities in here, be that a learning strategy to one resource in the pack. So perhaps a summary of an article, anything like that. Or a question set to the entire pack. So using all of the resources in this pack, I would like my students to make some predictions before they start the module, or perhaps reflect after they finish the module. This is really, really useful for NQTs and also to kind of suggest ideas on how to engage the students. So once I've added in a few activities, be it a learning strategy, one of the resource packs, one of the question sets, or perhaps even added in my own worksheets, I can then assign this. So by clicking this more area here and using the assign button, I can actually give this a name. So perhaps giving my topic a name, maybe giving it week 1, week 2, anything that's going to make sense for your class, adding in some instructions. So review all the resources in this pack by the listed date and complete the worksheet. You can add as much detail in here as you like, of course, and then you add your due date. So let's set this for a couple of weeks' time. And because it is a geography class, I'm going to set it to my geography 2, which is the one we made at the beginning, and then press assign. So the students then get a notification informing them of their task and giving them access to all the instructions, resources, and due dates that they need. So now I'm going to show you how you get visibility over that. So up here, back in your personalized teaching area, you can select on activities. So in this example, I'm actually going to use history. So I'm going to select my question sets. I'm only going to show the ones that are ready to review, which is this Life in Elizabethan England pack. And then I'm going to view the responses. So if I expand all of those, you'll see any of the students in your class and what they have put as their response to this. So of course, this is only a demonstration, but you can see I have 5 pupils in this class, 3 of whom have not started, 1 is in progress and 1 is actually submitted. And that's for each of these questions. So I can actually get a real understanding of what each student has put. You can also get an overview of all of your students in a class by selecting the class area that we were on earlier and selecting to manage that class. So here you can see all of the students which have submitted any of the activities that you have signed. And also you can see any of the class activities here, who has opened it, what is scheduled to go out and has not been completed yet, and also any that have been completed. And you can view any of those activities individually as well. So thank you so much for watching this video about how to use LaunchPacks for assessment. If you have any questions at all, or if you'd like a 30-day free trial, please get in touch with the team.